Well, what's up, everybody? Chris over here. I'm the founder of Pollinate Trading. And today we're going to be talking about going professional, doing this professionally. There we go. Camera going over there. Hi. We're going to talk about becoming a professional trader. Like, this is your business. This is your life. This is the whole thing. Whether you're wanting to go there or you're already there, this is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm reading from script too. There are manageable and scalable trading ideas everywhere. This is true. One of the big problems is spotting the real edge. That's what we do. That's what we do as professional traders. And we need to have a plan. I'm going to tell you a story about how I got into trading. So I've done a lot of things in my life over the years. I was in the military. I was software development, startups, private security, consulting. Worked with State Department. And one thing that's been constant the entire time I did all that, in addition to doing it all the time, was trading. So I didn't just trade for the last 24 years of my life. I have been trading for 24 years, but I've been doing other things. So one thing you want to understand is you don't have to just go all in on trading to become a professional trader. You can take your time to work up the capital. The one thing I like to really point out to everybody is trading is, as much as you think it is a short-term game, it's actually a very long-term game. You want to play long-term games here. You want to think long-term when it comes to trading. Even though you may be in and out of a trade in 30 seconds or 5 minutes, you still want to be thinking long-term as a business, on capital growth, on risk management, on staying in the game. So when I got out of the Marine Corps back in 1999, long time ago, I knew I wanted to do one thing. I knew it was trading. I didn't know how to go about it, but what I thought it was becoming a broker. So I tried to work at a bunch of brokerage firms. Turns out being a broker isn't really what I wanted to do. Trading is what I wanted to do. Being a broker meant I had to make 200 calls a day, asking people to invest in some big idea that the firm had that they wanted to sell, like, buy this stock because we've got we IPO'd the thing and we've got a bunch of stock to sell. Like, it just wasn't my thing. And even if I did get people, by the way, I never did this job, but even if I did get people to join, I wouldn't be trading. I'd be a salesperson representing a big name Wall Street firm. So this was in 1999. We didn't have access to YouTube. The internet was still fairly new. A lot of people didn't have home computers, and there was definitely no iPhone. So I didn't really have a easy way to just, type up my question of, like, how do you become a professional trader? What's a trader? Or what is this job, or anything, into a computer and get an answer. So I had to keep trying to figure it out. And I was in Southern California, and I went to a networking event, and I was met a guy I was chatting with. He was a fellow Marine, or a former Marine. So we kind of somehow we recognized each other in a way that maybe only former Marines understand, I guess. But he told me he was the CEO of a proprietary trading firm. And I didn't really understand what that was, but he started to tell me what prop trading was. And I realized that's exactly what I wanted to do in life. So, somehow, some way, Southern California, it wasn't like Wall Street. I wasn't, in Manhattan or Tokyo or something. It was in, like, Southern California, where it's just like surfers and real estate people. And so I started to go after it. The problem was, I was 26 at the time, and I had no college degree. College degree at that point in time was pretty much a requisite for everything. I spent my time in the military instead of going to college. So, I was still kind of like, am I going to go to college or not at that point in time too? Even without the college degree, I was scrappy, resourceful, and I was going to make it work. I had the opportunity right in front of me. Like, it was there, and I had to make it work. So, I continued the conversation, and I asked him, what's the hardest part about running a prop business? And he told me, a firm like his, everyone there has great ideas for the business, but no one wants to do the actual work. Like, yes, they will. They'll come up with great trading ideas. They'll come up with trading algorithms and all that sort of stuff. But building the infrastructure to trade on. Nobody wanted to do that. Install new servers, write software, all the other stuff that you needed to do, nobody wanted to do. Everybody just wanted to trade. And that's what he told me. And that was pretty much all I needed. I wasn't skilled at any of those things. But I did have one really good skill. So I responded back to him. I said, so you need someone who will do exactly as you say without questioning it and work their ass off no matter how annoying, boring, or challenging the project is. He looked at me, kind of giggled for a minute. He was a Marine infantryman too. So he's like, all right, yeah, I was uniquely, my greatest qualification at that point in time was I was uniquely qualified to do everything I was told to do without questioning it, spending days doing it without sleep in horrible conditions just to get the job done. He didn't even have to say it. He knew it. He's like, yeah, you know what? I think we could probably make something happen. I'm willing to go out and, help take a risk on this guy. So he just handed me his business card and said, be at this address tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Because in California, the market starts at 6:30 a.m. and you got to be ready. Now, I also lived like an hour away. So good times. Basically what our deal was is I would do all the work he needed to get done. And then he would teach me everything I needed to know about trading. So it actually was it was a double win for me, because I was raised with computers in my house. My mom was a computer science major. She was a programmer. So we always had, I always had access to programming, and I tinkered with it a little bit, but it wasn't like I was like, here's, C++, learn it. It was none of that. So I had an interest. I was very comfortable around technology, especially then when a lot of people weren't. So I at least had that going for me, but he was going to teach me networking, software development, lead generation, business type. I don't know if that was the term then, but, marketing or something, and just how to run a business. And he was also going to teach me how to trade. So the stuff he was going to have me do, I would be learning as a super cool skill, programming and things like that. And then also trading. The first and most important thing that he taught me about trading was trading systems, building a trading system. Now, this is when I was like, this would have been like my first day actually involved in the market. And I read a bunch of books up to that point in time on markets, and I followed the markets, and I kind of like knew what it was, but I never traded. I never like put together a grand theory or a strategy or anything like that. So him taking me aside and saying, look, you need to have a system. And he showed me like why I needed to have a system and how it was. It just clicked. And he taught me how to present because I didn't know that it wasn't, I didn't realize that trading was not about just guessing what, the Fed's going to do and these earnings are going to come out and like all these other things. I just was taught like, oh, there's a system that can be repeated and there's a formula to it and you just monitor it, sort of scenario. It was pretty good. He taught me how to present my system to him for review. So he said, okay, you're going to go build a system. And then this is what you're going to present it to me. This is what it's going to look like. This is everything you need to answer about that system before you're going to be able to trade it live. And that was pretty okay. Like that was awesome. I had that going for me. And then he said, on top of the system, I needed to have a full trading plan. I needed to have the business model, and I need to have a tracking system in place. So again, like, I learned a lot about Excel and PowerPoint and just the Office suite, which, at the time, like wasn't all that, we didn't use that in Marine Corps. So that was really good. And then building the system, I learned a lot about just like reading the tape. And so when he was satisfied with all the work I'd done, he gave me a demo account to trade on. Keep in mind, like this did not happen over a weekend. Like I didn't know what I was trying to, like there was 30 iterations of it or so, I like just kept how about this? And he's like, okay, here's what you need to adjust here. Okay, you missed this. You don't answer this question. He'd rip me apart. And then slowly I would learn about what it was I was supposed to be presenting, what I was supposed to be doing. Again, finally, when he was satisfied, he gave me access to a demo account. Believe it or not, I mean, yeah, I didn't know I could demo account or anything like that. So he gave me a login software, and taught me how to, like, there's my idea, there's my setup, here's how you buy, here's how you sell, all those things. And I gotta say, I was lucky for a bunch of reasons. But the biggest thing that really stuck out to me was that he taught me how to build a trading business. He didn't teach me about indicators or how to interpret news or other tactics. I learned a systematic way to know what does and doesn't work, or create a method to test to see if it does and doesn't work. And without a doubt, I believe luck was involved in my success. As they say, luck favors the prepared mind, something like that. I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't know the name of it, but I kept looking and looking and looking, and I found it. We have those stories when we're in our 20s, right? When we're young, we just kind of want to do something and we go until we figure it out. Some people stop there. The better ones just keep going, right? Okay. And for the last 24 years, I've been refining the process. I have traded at prop firms. I had a hedge fund. I traded at a hedge fund. And now I own my own trading business, along with Pollinate Trading as well. I'll explain to you what I mean by a trading business here in a bit. I never really knew how best to pass this stuff on to other people. I'd spend the last few years, I worked with MacroOps, a macro research firm, for a while, and then spun off and started Pollinate Trading, and create trading systems and have trading groups. And I write my newsletter, the free newsletter. I try to write and share a lot of this stuff. We have the trading lab where we trade this stuff throughout the day, and I talk about a lot of these things real time throughout the day as it's happening. But last November, I put together a thing that I've been wanting to put together forever, called the Trading Thunderdome. I love the name. It's a reference to a friend of mine back in the day. Basically, it's where I show how you create a systematic approach to building trading systems and building your trading business so you can scale it up to whatever level you want. Now, I believe you could scale this up to a Warren Buffett, type sized trading thing. I don't believe that it's, I don't believe that this is, that's hard to do. You stick with it. It could just be, you want some spare money over time. Ultimately, the thing that gets you to a Warren Buffett type, Berkshire type business is doing something that works and repeating for the next 60 or 70 years, right? So this stuff here is not going to get you to a Warren Buffett size or a Berkshire type outcome tomorrow. And that's the point, right? It's the long-term game. So you want to be playing long-term games with real rewards, right? With great rewards. And when you do enough work to realize that you have a system that, sure, it may not work this week or this month or tomorrow or whatever, but over the course of the weeks, months, and years, it works well. And you can keep implementing it, right? That's in essence what we're doing with building trading systems here. So let me talk about who this is for first. Okay. I'm looking to work with traders who have experience and who've been in the game for a while. I'm looking to work with traders who've had success, but are struggling with consistency. You've had, good trades, went on good runs, but you break through, you fall out of that, and then you're right back into it. I'm looking to work with traders that know there are holes in their trading. Despite getting it right, sometimes they're missing something in their business, in their trading business. And I'm looking to work with professionals. Now, let me clarify who this isn't for, who I'm not looking to work with here, because it's not the right fit. It's not for everybody. So I'm only working with a handful of people every cohort. This is the second one. First one is November. We did pretty good with it. We've been spending the last 6 months, working through the things, and we're going to keep working together. Who this isn't for, and to be clear, this isn't for everyone. If you've never traded before, this isn't for you yet. Like this could be for you in the future, but it's not something that you can just jump in and be like, oh, Chris is going to teach me everything I need to know. It's an intensive trading program. No, it's not that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a few people who are interested. If you cannot pay for this without going into debt, this is not for you. You should not go into debt to do this. You should be at a comfortable place with your financially, to where this is not going to hurt you. Okay. I don't want somebody it's just not going to benefit you if you're stressed, because we're talking about long-term games here. We're not talking about join and tomorrow you're going to make all the money back, and then within the first couple of weeks you're going to make $1 million. That's not what this is about. That's not anything that I'm proposing here. If you question whether you'll be able to pay rent next month because you're spending next month's rent, this is not for you. Okay. I just don't want you to be in a financial situation where you're in a bad spot because you joined the Thunderdome. And honestly, I don't think you're going to get the success out of Thunderdome that you would want. What you're hoping for in that environment is like overnight success and just massive returns. And this is a game. Trading is a game of consistent returns over time, not tomorrow, over time. Okay. The Thunderdome isn't a place that you can just pay a chunk of money in order to get all the knowledge you need to be a successful trader. Nope, it's not going to work like that. You're going to have to come in with a good amount of knowledge already about trading. But if you are looking for that next level, looking to tighten up your business, looking to take your trading to the next level, you can achieve that in the Thunderdome. Okay. And I'm going to tell you how we break it down. So by the way, even if you don't join it, this is like a blueprint of what you need to know to become a successful trader in the future, right? So even if you don't join, here you are, here's your checklist. So the idea is you can't get somewhere unless you know where you want to go. And we need something to reverse engineer here. That's the first week of the program. We need to know what the constraints you have, time, compliance, budget, so that we can figure out how to work with them or make a plan to remove them, right? Just plan it out. And most importantly, we'll be building backtesting your systems. There's no escaping it. You're not going to buy an advanced copy of a fully done back test for you or any of that. You're going to have to do the work. Okay. As you part of the Thunderdome, you'll get access to all our trading systems. So Curvy, Swing Beast, the equity earning strategy, the systems mastery course, and you'll have lifetime access to the trading lab. That's about 5, 7, 8, 9, a little over $10,000 in core systems and the system mastery course, building trading systems, and then lifetime access to the lab. The second week, it's about, the idea is that this part will change your trading, but really it's going to change your life. We're going to talk about mindset, having the right mindset, knowing how to deconstruct problems, organize the chaos, deal with issues, and play the game you want to play, creating your 6-month plan. We're not going to be doing like big 10-year plans. We're going to put together 6-month sprints and we're going to work them back. Okay. So each month you're going to have something you're going to be working on, and it's going to build onto the next one and onto the next one, onto the next one from your 6-month goal, the thing to reverse engineer. Okay. If that means getting yourself out of a full-time job, well, we're going to take a 6-month approach to do that. If that means passing a bunch of prop firms, we're going to take a 6-month approach to do that. If that means raising a fund and doing that, we're going to take that 6-month approach to do it. It'll be a reiterative cycle. You'll learn that system, reverse engineering longer plans and building systems to track your work in there. The third week is risk management. planning for the unknown, preparing for mistakes, and building a framework for adapting or recovering, or adapting and recovering or adjusting, right? Tracking and monitoring is big. Nothing more exciting to realize that you just blew up your account because you weren't tracking it, or you were running a prop account and you just blew through 5 prop accounts because you didn't realize that you were, $100 away from blowing up or something, right? We're going to break down our big goals into smaller goals and habits. We're going to build the dashboard. I call it the trader operating system. And it's going to monitor your progress. It's built to identify what's working and what isn't working, and just know the health of your business in one location, right? Not something. It's better than logging into your account and looking at your balance. That kind of gives you one great metric of where you are, but it's not giving you the things that you can create habits on, like the atomic habits idea, right? In the 4th week, we're putting it all together in a financial plan, goals, habits, tracked together. We're going to have a live operating profit and loss statement to run your business from. And this, the 4th week is really where it all clicks. Like, oh, we're doing a trading business. It's not just I'm trading. Where's my Lambo? You want a Lambo? Let's put a 6-month plan to get the Lambo, right? Like it's all there. It's not, oh, I'm going to join a service, and within 6 months, I'm probably going to get a Lambo out of this, or within the next 3 weeks. That's not how you do the planning. Lambos are affiliated with traders and blah, blah, blah. So with this trading plan, with our financial plan, we're going to take our systems, our goals, our mindset, and our constraints, our risk management, our monitoring, and our financial plan, put it all together in our business plan, which is the trading plan. Now, unlike, a business school business plan, it won't be 52 pages long, single space with number 6 font. It's a nice, concise deck that you'll review every day before you're trading, and you'll update every day at the end of trading. The 5th week, we're going to dial our process down into a systemized approach to go from a trading idea, validation, planning, implementation, and follow through. So as your business grows, you grow. As markets change, you'll have to adapt your systems. The systems the system we build here, the framework we build here will be the method that you go out and you identify new trading systems, and you adapt those systems to the new environment. Maybe you're taking on more capital. Maybe you're living in Australia, and you have a certain time of day that you have to maybe deal with. Maybe you're moving to Europe, and so things are going to adapt constantly. So we need to have a system that you can go and identify and run it all through. So the 5th week's there. And then the final week is one-on-one sessions with me. So we'll set up one-on-ones, and we'll just go through all your trading business plans, all your systems, everything you have, make adjustments, follow through, and, stay in touch. Actually, just because it says the 5th week or 6th week, it says it's the 6th week. It's actually pretty much the whole time that you're with us. The trading lab, you'll have access for life as a Thunderdome member. We have a private group just for Thunderdome members too. And so we say week 7, week 6, at week 7 and beyond that's your lifetime access. The group is, in addition to the main group where everybody does all the active stuff, the Thunderdome group is just, we speak our own little language. We have our own little, we have our workbooks that we'll all work through. The next Thunderdome cohort we do, if we do another one, everybody who is a Thunderdome member will have access to it, and you'll be able to sit right in on it, because each cohort will be better. I'll put announcements in the private channel and say, hey, this one's a new one. You're probably going to want this one, guys. Let's see. Again, it's forever. So as long as you want to be in the lab, you've got it, along with Thunderdome. And again, as a Thunderdome member, you get access to everything we have. Any new systems that come out, you'll get early access to them. We'll have follow-up Thunderdome sessions that are outside just the 6-month cohort. We'll just randomly do hey, let's do a check-in, guys. You know, what day works for you guys this week or next week or something like that. Ultimately, once you're in, you're in. That's what it's all about. Again, let me talk about what's included here. Thunderdome is a 6-week intensive professional trader program. There will be 2 sessions per week after the US market close. All sessions are recorded and you'll have access to everything forever. In addition, you get access to the Systems Mastery course, Curvy Trading System, Swing Beast Momentum System, Equity Earnings System, lifetime access to the Trading Lab. And all of that is a $9,985 value in Trading System, in addition to the Thunderdome program itself. So even without the Thunderdome, you get the lab, lifetime, it's $5,000, equity earnings, Swing Beast, Curvy. Those 3 are $3,000, $1,000 a piece. Systems Master course is $2,000. You get access to all that as a Thunderdome member before you even join. So it starts May 15th. That is the 15th of May, 2023. And, you know, if you can't make it, you can't make it. And maybe we'll do another one. All right. If you have any questions, pollinatetraining.com/the-Thunderdome or pollinatetraining.com. Just find Thunderdome in the navigation. That's where you sign up. I'll put a link down below. If you're not quite ready for that and you want to join us in the trading lab, pollinatetraining.com/lab. And the system that I'm training right now, pollinatetraining.com/curvy is the thing. I love you all. Thanks for showing up.